welcome to Overcast. It's another episode, and this is number 48 over here. This is your Overwatch podcast. I'm Frostee, and joined by my friend over here, Old Sawfty. What is going on?
Hey, buddy, how we doing?
Doing fantastic. It's good to be back. Good to get the show rolling again.
Yeah, all moved in?
All moved in and stuff like that. So it's
very nice.
Pretty crazy. So I know that we've been gone for a couple weeks, but we're back. So Remember, you can follow us on Twitter. Always, that's at Overcast Show. You can also go to our new blog page, which is overcast.frozenfoxmedia.com. You can go to frozenfoxmedia.com to learn about this and all the other podcasts on the new Frozen Fox Media Network, which is not really a new network, and more than a rebranded one, correct?
Correct.
And also, you can hit us up on Facebook. You can go and give us a like there. If you're watching the video version of this on YouTube, give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoy it. Leave us a comment if you have any questions or anything like that. Also go to iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music, or any of your other podcast distributors of choice. And if you love the show, give us a review on there. Let us know how much you like us. And that's the formalities for the week again. So what have we been up to? As you said, I have moved. As you can tell, behind me, the digs are different now, and right now it's kind of a mess behind me. There's just a couch and an empty room, basically. So it's pretty hilarious right now, but we're getting it all set up, and it's kind of a chaotic thing. We just got the office put together like in the last day, and finally everything's kind of finally settling into place. But I have great internet here, so I love it.
Oh, that's nice.
Due to a Comcast error, I pay the same amount, which is not very much, because I was already on like an introductory rate because I kind of resubscribed again, and I doubled my connection speed without having to up my pay. So
nice, that's awesome. We actually just did a similar thing where we were gonna pay $20 less a month and have 3 times the internet speed.
Why not, right?
Why not?
And I dropped Dish. I actually dropped. I use PlayStation View now, which has been outstanding.
There you go.
They picked up NFL Red Zone, NFL Network, and I was like, sold.
Yeah.
Sold.
Wait, are you a Broncos fan now?
I am not a Broncos fan now.
Okay, who were you officially cheering for this year?
Well, I cheer for the Ravens. I don't know if they have a chance, but officially
maybe you should change to the Broncos.
Well, I always say that I want to go to the games here.
Yeah.
The problem is, I'm a Ravens fan, so I would get killed at the Broncos game.
Well, you don't wear a Ravens jersey into a Broncos stadium.
Let me keep going. I'm also I'm also a Canucks fan, so I would get killed going to an Avalanche game. And I guess the NBA, I lived there for so long that I'm a Jazz fan. So I don't know what the Nuggets think about that, but they probably don't like that either. So
probably not.
Anywhere I go, I'd have to go incognito. Just be
you better not stay in Denver long.
I know, right? So there you go. That's all. What about you? What have you been up to? Enough about me.
Let's see. This week, I played Lucio Ball. I raged over Lucio Ball. I quit Overwatch, and then I went back to Lucio Ball. I raged over Lucio Ball again, and then I have recently quit Overwatch again until just before the show. I played some Lucio Ball.
So you quit Overwatch, but you played Lucio Ball.
Well,
we'll just say
I did, and then I came back. I was really upset over the exploit,
Yes.
but I decided that I wanted more Lucio Ball, and so I could not control my own actions. I've literally played not a single game of Overwatch this week, but I have. Let's see, I've done 6 levels so far this week in Lucio Ball alone.
I think I've done the same thing. I haven't played I played
Wednesday.
one game. I played one normal game, and then I played nothing but Lucio Ball the whole week.
That's the way to go.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah,
I'm a Rocket League addict already, so for this...
Well, that's what I'm saying is you take Overwatch, awesome. Rocket League, I hear it's awesome. Lucio Ball.
Me and Ova got to get you in Rocket League one day. You would love it.
Well, you could, except now there's Lucio Ball, and all I want is more Lucio Ball.
Once Lucio Ball ends, we'll buy it for you on Steam or something. You can play it for us. Play with us.
Along with that, I have been playing a lot of Legion with the technically not Legion yet, but with the release of the Demon Hunter,
Semi-Legion.
yeah, it's semi-Legion. With the release of the Demon Hunter, I played a lot last night. Did all like professions and stuff like that. So I am in a class quandary recently established.
Yes.
As of today, so I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
We're trying to figure out how to resolve that right now. So.
Yeah, I know. Live stream.
Yes.
But yeah, that's been my week.
There you go. And Ova would be here. It's kind of my fault in a way too because Kaz doesn't get off work. My wife, she works literally like right here, so I can't record and have her work at the same time. Which means that Ova had to catch her trip for work, so we couldn't do it any earlier today. And since my wife didn't go to work, I think I made her go to work late, so it's probably actually all my fault, really.
Tell her I'll take credit for that one.
I'm still getting used to that sleep schedule thing where I'm getting up at like 8 in the morning now, because that's like, what? I've done it forever. But Ova has been playing tons of competitive Overwatch, so I'm excited to hear about that when he gets back here next week. And he's been doing the same thing with the Demon Hunters. We're getting ready for BlizzCon, both of us. And that's...
Everybody rolls a Demon Hunter and nobody plays one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just remember for BlizzCon, less than 90 days. We were
90 days. I wish I was there, man. But I'll be watching you guys on TV.
There you go. And you can watch us on stream, I think, if anything else happens, possibly. We'll
awesome.
See. So
can't wait.
Maybe a little
whatever that
there,
might be,
right?
or might not be.
So there you go. How about we just jump right into the topics for the week, right?
Just jump right in.
Just dive.
Let's dive right in.
There you go. So the Olympics are here with all of their craziness that has ensued so far. Yes.
Lucio Ball.
Lucio Ball. So the celebration is here. And I didn't hear about this. I didn't see anybody talking about this. This just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
When the Summer Games came out.
Yeah, I logged in one day and I was like, what is this? What is Lucio Ball? And then my life changed forever.
So the Summer Games brought to us, as a celebration. It's kind of cool because, like, for example, in World of Warcraft, we've done things to celebrate the Olympics to various times and things like that. And Jeff Kaplan released a video where he talked about, how this is a chance for Overwatch to kind of do the same thing, and it's really cool. And we have Lucio Ball, like we've talked about, and there's over 100 new collectible cosmetic items.
Yeah.
So some pretty cool skins and some pretty cool icons, things like that.
Yep.
I want that Mercy skin because
I know.
It's pretty cool. I
want the Lucio skin so bad.
I kind of want the Tracer one too. I mean, it's got, the elite on there. So.
Yep. Well, and you have McCree as Captain America. That one is pretty awesome. I was happy to get that one.
That is pretty cool.
Yep.
So, I don't know. Why don't we just talk about Lucio Ball right off the bat?
Yeah!
So, let's just get it out of our chests right now.
Let's do it.
So, Lucio Ball is... Everybody's basically kind of comparing it straight to Rocket League right now.
Yeah.
And it pretty much is like Rocket League, but with Lucio instead of a car.
And sometimes Roadhogs and Mercies and Pharahs.
Yes. There are some people who like to spoil the Lucio party. But yes, there is an exploit, which they have now... If you already haven't been warned, I will warn you myself that they have warned you to not do it.
You get banned!
And remember, when you get banned from Overwatch, you get banned for life. When you die in Overwatch, you die in real life.
Exactly.
So...
Wait, what?
So Lucio Ball, but it's pretty cool because not only does he have speed boost, you can glide along the wall at super fast speed.
The wall increases your speed, which is awesome.
Yeah, so that's a blast. You have like jump pads that you can go like super high up in the air.
Yep.
Which I've seen some cool goals and some cool saves with that.
Yeah, that's really awesome. I had a game, it was yesterday, where the other group was like, hey, we just want to play with the jump pads and the walls. We'll just go to 0-0 and play in overtime. And we were like, all right, cool. So we just did like tricks off the walls and stuff until overtime.
That's
and then we actually played. It was a lot of fun.
That's pretty sweet.
That was a blast.
But it's fun. You play like 3-on-3, and it's most games last about long enough for you to get one ult off. It seems like.
I've a few games I get 2 or 3, like a really good game I get 3, It depends. If you're playing goalie and you get some saves, you can get an ult almost immediately.
That's true. It gets you
And
on
I've
fire.
got that. I had one game where I had 13 saves.
Oh, wow.
And I know I got my 3 gold medals. I was very happy, but I had 13 saves, and I had a bunch of them right away. What it was is the other goalie, and I were going back and forth, and so we kept having saves, which is really funny. He was the other one on the screen at the end to vote for, but so I got an ult right away, and I was like, nah, I just want to play goalie. I don't really want to use it. So I used it to save a ball. I just rolled off to the left, ulted, and then it pulled it out of the goal as somebody else had ulted in the goal. So be tricky with those. Don't just... I see people blow their ults just like, ults. And like in the middle of the field, what are you doing? It should be used by the goalie to save it, or you should jump in the other goal and get that score, which is a blast.
So I just realized that with me, you, and Ova, we could make a 3-person Lucio Ball team. Let's just go pro with this, right? Let's go pro.
You guys make me mad. You're never online.
My sleep schedule has now made it so that I probably will be online a lot more.
Awesome.
Because staying up late is just something I can't do. The apartment life now, I have to let my dogs out, so I have to get up in the morning. I can't just be like,
yep.
I'm going to sleep until 10, because back when I could sleep until 10, they would just sleep in. But now that everybody gets up early, it's like, oh, hey, guess what? We need to go outside, and since we don't have a yard, that means you have to take them to the dog park. So.
Yep.
It's not awful. It's actually kind of fun. So.
Well, we got to get a team going. And if you guys don't have a team going for Lucio Ball, you need one, because it's the next professional sport in America. That is signed by Frostee.
It's going MLG.
It is MLG Lucio Ball.
There's going to be like a tournament at BlizzCon just for Lucio Ball.
Oh, God, I would love that. It's seriously, if you haven't tried it, it is a blast. You have a goalie and 2 forwards. Oh, by the way, goalies, you're supposed to stay at the goal and block shots. I love when I get in the goal. It's just like, see you later, do-do-do. Yeah, you're supposed to stay there, or at least say, hey, I don't like playing goalie. Can someone else switch? And I'm always willing to do that.
Yep.
But the guy that just like, or my favorite, we played against a guy, he did this to his own team. It was the goalie, he just moved to the left and let the ball in, or moved to the right and let the ball in.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, what are you doing? Yeah. So I got to play goalie for the other team. That was a lot of fun. But
wow.
Definitely give it a chance. There's a lot of fun. There's some exploiters out there who make it not fun, but they're hitting those guys hard, so you can worry less about those.
Yeah. Since you haven't played Rocket League, you don't know. You're getting to experience that the first time. It happens in Rocket League all the time because you randomly get positioned for each kickoff. Okay. And, of course, one of the people ends up in the goal all the time, and then, of course, what happens is they just leave the goal, and you're like, oh, great. And you can't, like, there's no voice chat or anything in Rocket League. For the most part, there's just like, okay, you're gone, thanks. It's like that unwritten rule that if you spawn in the goal, you are the goalie.
Rule, yep. It is a good habit to practice. If you get, as one of the 2 forwards, if you spawn that way, watch the goalie when he starts out if the ball isn't on your side. The ball will either be to the left or the right. If it's on the left and you're on the right, which you have a 50-50 shot of, look at the goalie and make sure they actually stay in goal.
Yeah.
If they just leave, just take it. It's better to have somebody that can boop a ball out than nobody. So I don't know if you've experienced this a lot, but it's probably like every other game. Teams are trying a method where they'll send one guy into the goal, and all he'll do is boop you.
Huh.
Just knock you around, just to irritate you.
I haven't seen that one yet, but
and he'll just wait for their team to get it out of there. He'll boop you out and then ult. And it'll get a goal in. Yeah, it is the most annoying thing as a goalie.
That's crazy.
But it's really fun to do to the other team.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's a strategy.
So get in there and get all your cool Summer Olympics stuff.
Yep.
I don't know. Can we say Olympics? I don't know if that's like trademarked or anything.
I think we can say Olympics.
It's Olympics, whatever. So
go get your Olympian athletic Overwatch trademarked stuff.
Go get your cool stuff. Go get your fat.
Say that?
Yeah, there you go. And along with that came the trailer, of course, the reveal trailer.
Yep.
And inside the reveal trailer, that I didn't even see it at all. And
who would?
You didn't see it. I didn't.
This big.
You had to be slowing it down like frame by frame, which I mean, it happens all the time when things come out. People look at it frame by frame. So when Tracer zips by in her little trail, there's a whole bunch of code, basically. There's like a bunch of symbols and everything, and That's known to be, something with Sombra. We've been talking about Sombra for weeks now.
Theoretically. I think people might be reaching a little bit, but I think people want to find something. Now, the truth is that Blizzard does weird stuff. Blizzard took a Murloc, hid it underwater in a tower on a continent in Warcraft that hadn't been visited for 6 to 8 years. So they do weird stuff like that all the time.
Yep.
I'm not saying that it didn't happen, but I also think at this point people are kind of reaching.
You never know, though. You never know.
Like it's true. Blizzard you do not know with them.
So nobody's decoded if it means anything yet. So they're trying to figure it out right now. Maybe if it's like everything else, it'll just come out to be the number 23 or something like that. Which, okay, well, there's another one. But we were told that, in the last message, quote unquote, that was like, if that was easy for us to do, then it was going to get harder, kind of thing. It was kind of alluded to. So, cybersecurity experts out there, if you're watching this, have at it. So let's talk about another thing that's this is kind of happy for us. Season 1 ending. That's kind of cool.
For you and I.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes. Season 1 officially will end on Wednesday, the 17th of August. So next week it will be over at 5 p.m. Pacific, I believe. Yep, 5 p.m. Pacific. So there you go. September 6th will be the launch for Season 2. So we'll have a little bit of a buffer time, a little bit of Lucio Ball time, and then Legion will come out, and we'll be too busy to play Overwatch anyway.
Yep, exactly.
So, yeah, there you go. And
so true.
Remember, if you're one of those people, I know like one person that was able to break into the top 500. So if you're able to do it, then you get an extra player icon in the animated spray. You only have to break into the 500. You don't have to stay there at the end of the season. So you can also figure out how many competitive points you're going to get. There's a little breakdown that they've included, and that is on the blog that they put out. Because I played and things just don't go good sometimes in competitive mode. And I lost so many ranks that I slid down 2 tiers of competitive points to the point where I will only get 10 competitive points at the end of the season by 1 rank. But I'm too scared to go into competitive again because I'm pretty sure that I'm just going to lose ranks again. So, yeah. I don't think it's enough. I don't think I have enough in me to go through trying to claw back 1 rank just for 20 more competitive points. I'll just wait till next season.
I did get to look up my competitive rank, and it said I owed them 20 points.
Oh, there you go. You're paying off some debt there.
I got to pay off some debt. You are correct.
So there you go. Remember that Season 2 will be quite different. A ton of changes will go in to make it a lot better. It's just, the whole rework just could not happen in Season 1. So this is the experiment season. We'll just call it that. I think they should have just called it Season 0, like they did with everything else. So
yeah, I agree.
So there you go. Season 1 coming to an end. Good job, everybody. So let's see when we do our competitive placement matches if I can get any higher, hopefully. But
well, I think that what happened with both of us is that, at least myself, is I had a lot of friends that were doing it, and I just didn't want to wait around for them, and so I just kind of went by myself with pugs, and it's a lot more challenging when when you just don't know what you're gonna get. So I recommend going with a group.
Yes, totally would. And there was the Blizzard Activision King combined, whatever you want to call the company now. I guess it's Activision Blizzard King is what it's actually called now.
I know. What do you call it?
So it should be ABK now.
ABK, I like that. ABK, nice.
Yeah. So the call was pretty cool because you always get to hear like what's going on, what their plans are, if they have anything that they want to announce to the investors, how much money they're making in some certain ways.
Lots.
And Overwatch, of course, was brought up. And so we get to talk about kind of like what's happened this quarter with Overwatch. Well, it has earned over $500 million.
It's all about that. Cha-ching, cha-ching, all about that. Blah, bling, blah, bling. Overwatch, $80 million.
Yeah, crazy. And we've also played 500 million hours in the game as well. So
500 million hours in the game, yep.
So it comes out to what? About $1 per hour. But
that's about 400 million hours of Lucio Ball by myself. I don't know what the rest of y'all been doing.
You're carrying us at this point. You're carrying the game. So that's good. But it just seems like it's on the up and up. You know, this and Hearthstone right now are just like they're just
what set every record overseas. They're talking in the article about Korean record that League of Legends set, gone. The Diablo record that they set in China, gone.
Yep.
And it just keeps growing. It's just such an amazing game. And things like Lucio Ball, I think, are the reason why a game like this succeeds. When they go that far, I mean, they had to design that whole thing. I mean, it was a lot of design work that obviously went into that. Just for fun. It didn't cost any extra money. They put all these new prizes in there they had to design. I mean, all that effort, I think, is why this is the type of game that is going to succeed and keep growing. Mm-hmm. It's another reason why they keep pulling new players in and are like, oh, I mean, Overwatch is fun. Oh, my God, look at that game. It's a side game, and it's still far better than many video games that I paid $59.95 for.
Yep, exactly. One last fact to leave you with about it is that Overwatch was a huge contributor to this quarter's increase in Activision's earnings. So Game Informer did a little report on it. It was a record-setting quarter for Activision, $1.57 billion in 1 quarter of the year.
Yeah.
And out of all that, $14.4 billion were digital, which is an increase year over year of 101%. So, yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. That was nuts.
Yeah, that is crazy. That speaks to how well the game is doing, though.
Yeah, it's so big that we're going to see it at BlizzCon with the Overwatch World Cup.
Yes, we are.
I guess this kind of ties in with the Olympics, you know, if you think about it in a way, too.
Yeah, it's true. What team are you now?
Most of my heritage comes from Italy, so...
Okay.
Team Italy.
Cool.
Too bad I'm not, like, playing and registered, somehow set up as being in the Italian community, so I could get selected to be part of this. But
that would be very cool.
The Overwatch World Cup, it's going to be a huge, big exhibition thing. Teams from different countries are going to go against each other, and they're going to be fighting it out. And ultimately at the BlizzCon stage in just a few months now. So what's going to happen, of course, we have the announcement. And starting on the 11th, which is tomorrow for us recording here.
Going up.
And starting on the 11th, people will be able to go forth and vote, and they'll be getting all that set up. What's going to happen is they're going to pick people that are like really up here in all the different communities around the world, and they're going to say that they're going to be have the chance to represent their nation on the global stage, and then they'll be able to vote for the nominees that they'd like to see on the roster. So
now, my only worry about this, and I don't know if you share it, is I don't know if you've heard about these people called podcasters and Twitch streamers, but apparently they get a lot of this love that other people don't. I keep hearing that, and I'm wondering how many of these do you think are going to be those kind of people?
Oh, that's true.
Because there's been a big uproar before when those kind of people were selected and others weren't.
That's a good idea. I think the way they'll keep it in check a little bit, because a lot of the really good people are also good streamers, because that's why they stream, because they're really good. They are going to be nominating them, so Blizzard has a little bit of control. Like they will be nominating hopefully people that are good at the game and not just big streamers. But I think you're going to see a little of that seep in there either way, probably.
Sure.
And once you get big names in there, it becomes a popularity contest, of course.
Right.
So, but all of that builds hype. So as long as they can hang with their team, I guess maybe it's a good thing for everybody. So we'll see how it works out, though.
Yeah.
So you gonna be making it for Team USA?
No, I'm all about Team North Korea.
Oh, Team North Korea. Okay. I do not see them on the list.
Weird.
Let me check that list again.
I will be with Team USA.
Because you could be like, I don't know, Team Lithuania. How about that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
My Lithuanian brotherhood.
There you go.
Well, wait. Where was Magneto from again?
Man. I don't remember.
It was a small country like that.
Estonia or something.
Estonia. I am Team Estonia. Correct.
Estonia has a very cool flag, though. It's my 3 favorite colors. So,
blue, purple, and other blue.
Close.
Close. All right. Cool.
Blue, black, and white. So you almost got it. You almost got it.
That's actually really cool colors.
Yeah, it works out pretty good, I think. So there you go. If your country is not on the list, they do have an answer for that. They've done our best to. They said we have done our best to include as many countries and regions as possible in the inaugural Overwatch World Cup. So when they say inaugural Overwatch World Cup, I think if this works, that means that they're going to be doing it again. I would assume. So
Yep.
we'll see how that works out. But they said, sadly, that they weren't able to include every country that they'd hoped in time for the start of the competition. And I guess we'll see what happens in the future. So
Yeah.
there you go. I think we'll round out with the last bit of news, which is the last Bastion. So we saved the last bit of news, and it's the last Bastion. So Gamescom is approaching. We get our little treat.
Yep.
And we get the animated short for Bastion at Gamescom. That's going to be Central European time, 1800 hours, and that's going to be August 18th. So that's about 9 a.m. Pacific time for the time conversion. So
Looks pretty cool.
If you're there, hit up Overwatch at Hall 7, so at the convention center there. Gamescom is one of those conventions I'd love to go to in the future, but I'd make a huge European trip out of it probably. So maybe one day I'll be able to get there.
Yep.
So
Fingers crossed.
yeah, there you go. So I don't know. We talked a little bit about the short too. Do you think that it's going to be narrated? Do you think it's going to have Bastion narrating it himself?
Well, we see a couple things in there. We see Bastion in the woods, right?
Yeah.
So, question is, if there's a Bastion in the woods, do you still get mowed down?
Will
Oh!
anybody hear it, right?
Yeah. I think it'll be a C-3PO standalone. It's Bastion by himself. That's all the pictures we've seen. What in the world? I can't even imagine what that might be. Do you have any guesses?
Well, we know that he was dormant for a long time, and he becomes reactivated. And I'm trying to remember. I know that they've said stuff about it, at BlizzCon and other. I think at BlizzCon is what comes to mind, but I can't remember the specifics about his story. They kind of hinted a little bit about sprinkling things in there, but we'll see. I think it's going to be really good. I want to see how he finds his little feathery friend more than anything. So we'll see.
That sounds good, man. Yeah, I can't wait for him to find him.
And then how he finds Overwatch too. That'll be pretty cool.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
So, time to move on to Ask Overcast. So I do have to apologize to our friend Wikidella, who did ask us a question a few weeks ago, and who pointed out the fact that I did not catch it for that show.
Very upset with you.
I'm very sorry about that. So we will answer it now, and how about I ask you, and then and then I'll answer it to you.
Okay.
So this is what the question is.
Mm-hmm.
It might be irrelevant now because it's been so long for them.
Of course it will be.
Here you go. Which is more appropriate for my sandwich, creamy or crunchy peanut butter?
Ugh, always creamy.
Always.
Doesn't matter what you're having on it.
I love creamy, but sometimes you got to have the crunch. So
No, you're wrong.
Live life on the wild side. Go with the crunchy.
We're sorry, Wicked. It was, in all honesty, it was Frostee's fault.
It probably was. A lot of things have been my fault lately, moving. And,
yeah, especially today.
I know, yes.
If you yourself have Ask Overwatch questions, we promise we will not ignore them as much as we did you Wickeds.
Yes, it will get answered the next week that we come up. So remember to send that in. Hashtag AskOvercast, or you can just tweet at us directly. Either way. And we're running short on time, so we're just going to skip anything else. That's going to be Hero Spotlight.
My segment.
Next time, yeah. We're just going to cut it out.
Okay.
So you better pick a good one next time, right?
I will. It'll be Lucio again.
There you go. So any shout-outs for the week?
Shout out to Wicked. Sorry about that. Huge shout out to the Ravenholt Rogue community on Discord, which talked me through how to play Rogue today, in case I need to play one.
There you go.
They spent a couple hours with me mentoring me, so appreciate that, guys.
But you got it done, huh? If you have to play Rogue.
If I have to play Rogue, yep.
So we'll see where the dice land. Right? We'll see where the dice
land. Where the dice land! I definitely want a Rogue named Yahtzee now.
Oh, that'd be perfect. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Well, awesome. There you go. And yeah, my parents don't watch this show. My mom was always interested about ever since I was on radio. She'd listen and everything, and she's listened to some podcasts in the past. And I don't know if she listens or watches this show yet, but if she is, even if she's not, shout out to my parents because they came and did a huge job of helping us move this last
sure.
week. So
Thanks, Mom.
yeah, it was a lot of fun, and they got to like sleep. I don't know if they slept on boxes or what the first night we were here. So, but they did a lot of good stuff to make this happen. So
Oh, that was sweet of them.
there's my shout out.
That's a good shout out, man.
There
Not
you
bad.
go. So there you go. Remember, you can always find us on social media. I am Frosty Fox everywhere, and
Everywhere.
as somebody who was it that was calling the other day? Oh, when I was activating my my Comcast account here, they were like, "So your username is Frost EEFOX." So that's how they did.
Yep. How'd you know?
There you go. So that's how you can find me anywhere. How about Sawfty? Where they can find you?
At Old Softy everywhere.
There you
But
go.
not there.
But not there.
Nope, not there.
And soon to be Yahtzee the Rogue.
And soon. Oh, wait. All right. Logging out, seeing if that's available.
There you go. Character changing right now.
Right. Meow.
Remember, you can find Overdrive on Twitter or Twitch at OverdriveCTR as well. And you can find us on Twitter at Overcast Show. Overcast.frozenfoxmedia.com is our blog page, which there was a problem with it last show. There was something weird going on with the back end part of the server that I had to basically get resolved, and got resolved. So it did take a day or two for the blog page to get updated, but it did. And I don't think there's going to be any more issues with that, hopefully.
Okay.
So go and check that out. FrozenFoxMedia.com, where you can learn about this and all the other shows on the Frozen Fox Media Network. Like us on Facebook. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe on YouTube if you like the video version, which a lot of you watched last week, and on the audio version on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music, or anywhere else. If you like the show, give us a good review. And thank you for listening, and thank you for being here and supporting the show. It's awesome to see its continued growth. It's been an exciting adventure, and it'll continue to be great. So that's it for me and for the 48th episode. Sawfty, thank you for being
48.
here. Glad that we
Thank you.
can reunite. So there you go, everyone. Have a fantastic week. I am Frosty,
I am Softy.
and we'll see you later.
Peace.